Good evening. It's a chilly Saturday evening in Boulder, Colorado, and here we come to you from inside the CU Rec Center Ice Rink for Senior Night. And let's throw it down to public address announcer Connor Tarbert in a moment. This is Senior Night for the Colorado Buffaloes men's D1 hockey team. They take on the San Diego State Aztecs for the second time this weekend. And thank you all for tuning in to Scobo Sports. Kieran Walger, Aiden Glockner, Quinn Crack coming up here in a little bit. And Aiden, it was a crazy game last night for sure. Huge win for Colorado, coming off their largest win of the season, I would say, so far. But nonetheless, it's senior day, and this is a big night for sure.
Absolutely it is. 73 win last night against the San Diego State Aztecs. And as we said throughout the night last night, SDSU really just didn't have much momentum, really not a whole lot of pressure, a whole lot of opportunity, really anything at all that was sustained throughout the game. And if you're Colorado, that needs to continue here tonight. If you're San Diego State, obviously you want the opposite to happen. That's needless to say. But as you said here on senior night, senior weekend as a whole, with great success last night, you want great success tonight to close out your seniors in style before closing out your season in style versus the Rams in a couple weeks, Kieran.
That's going to be a huge test for Colorado going up against the Rams in what is the pinnacle of this hockey season for this CU team. Both squads, in fact, huge rivalry in the Rocky Mountain Face-Off.
Absolutely, yeah. That'll be 7 p.m. up in Fort Collins, February 20th. You can see on your screen. February 21st, the next day, noon, here at the CU Rec Center. So nice little early game, some daylight on the rec, and perhaps less cold than it was last night here.
Yeah, very rare to see for this the CU squad is they're coming in during daylight hours. We usually see this from our women's team and men's D2. But senior ceremony is about to begin. Let's send you down to Connor Tarbert.
Seniors. These players have spent countless hours training, competing, and representing CU hockey with pride. Their commitment, passion, and camaraderie have helped shape the culture of this team, leaving a legacy that will last them for years to come. Tonight, we honor them for everything they have given to this program. So let's hear it for our CU Buffs hockey seniors. First up, number 33, let's hear it for Matthew Server. Coming from St. Louis, Missouri, Matthew is majoring in business analytics. His favorite memory, the bus trips with the boys. Matthew wants to send a special thank you to his fellow teammates, saying, "I couldn't have asked for a better group of guys to go out with. Thank you for making this place my home." Matthew, your commitment to this team has been invaluable. Go Buffs! Is you on? Okay. All right. Up next, let's recognize number 90, Julian Goodfellow. From Rockville, Maryland, Julian is majoring in statistics and data science. When asked about his favorite memories, he said that Thursday nights at Rincon Argentino are the best. Julian leaves us with these words: "Thank you to my parents for everything they have done for me by getting me into hockey and allowing me to keep playing hockey for so long. I appreciate everyone's efforts, especially the interns, that keep this team running so that all of us can have a great time. This has been one of the best teams I've ever been a part of, so thank you to my teammates as well as for this experience." After his undergrad career, Julian will work for CU's athletic department and get his master's in business analytics at CU Boulder. He hopes to one day work for the National Hockey League. Julian, your leadership, talent, and wisdom will be missed. One more time for Julian Goodfellow. Up next, let's give a huge round of applause for number 25, Cam Pickett. Coming from a hop, skip, and a jump away in Longmont, Colorado, Cam is majoring in mechanical engineering. Some of his favorite memories include eating at Sewell Hall, the freestyle buses, as well as the recent overtime winner against the Colorado State Rams in December. He would like to leave the team this message: I'm thankful for all the friendships, memories, and the ability to represent CU by playing the game I love. I couldn't have asked for a better group of guys to share the ice with. Being a part of this team has changed my college experience in the best ways, and it's something I'll never forget. Thank you to my family for the utmost support throughout my entire hockey career and life. Back to the beer league I go. Sko Buffs! After CU, Cam will enter the transfer portal, get his master's degree at the University of Central Oklahoma while planning to break the all-time point record for the University of Central Oklahoma Broncos. In his downtime, he will work part-time for City Bites, a local restaurant chain. Cam, your passion and dedication will be missed, and we know you'll do great things. One more time for Cam Pickett, everybody. And last but not least, let's give it up for number 93, Owen Dickinson. Hailing from Castle Pines, Colorado, Owen is majoring in chemical engineering with minors in material science and energy engineering. Some of his best memories come from eating at No Anchovies in Tucson, Arizona, eating at City Bites in Oklahoma, sweeping the University of Arizona Wildcats, and the rowdiness of the hockey house. Owen would like to leave this statement as thanks to everyone who has helped him along the way. Graduation always felt so far away, and suddenly I realized that my time and CU is coming to an end. Looking back, it's hard to believe how fast it all went. The highs and lows, the long days, the electric nights, every moment was valuable in its own way. College taught me to appreciate the journey and the little things, to never take a single day for granted, and to always say yes to a good time. I'm beyond grateful for the people who have impacted this chapter of my life, and so many of whom I'm proud to call my best friends. And words cannot describe how grateful I am for them. As my hockey career comes to an end, my gratitude runs so deep. To my family, my teammates, and every coach who believed in me, challenged me, and helped me grow through both on and off the ice, I thank you. This game has gave me more than I ever expected, and I'll carry it with me for the rest of my life. Go Buffs! After graduation from CU Boulder, Owen wants to become a scratch golfer. Owen, your energy and dedication have made a lasting impact on this team, and we know you'll take that same drive into whatever comes next. Let's hear it for Owen Dickinson. Last but certainly not least, we would also like to extend our appreciation for our senior interns who have made the operation of the team run smoothly with excitement, passion, and love for hockey. First up, let's give it up for Gemma, our graphic designer. After graduating, she will start interning for the Denver Nuggets. So go, Gemma. Next up is Ellie, our intern for fan engagement. She plans to work in community relations for a nonprofit organization in the San Francisco Bay Area. Congrats to her, and we know that she will go far. Next up, shout out to Lily and Julian for our data and analytics. Lily will be traveling around the world for a few months after graduating CU Boulder, and then continue to work in the sports industry by using analytics for player development or business intelligence. Congrats to Lily, and thank you for everything you have done for the team. And last but not least, to me, Connor, for his enthusiastic voice as the public address announcer. After graduating from CU Boulder, he plans to go to graduate school for international affairs in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who has contributed to this team behind the scenes. The players and coaches would not be the same without your assistance and support for the Colorado Buffaloes. Everyone, including players, interns, and the audience, please give her one final round of applause for the CU Buffs hockey class of 2026. Thank you all for being present on this special night. To our seniors, you have left your mark on this program, and your legacy will live on. Wherever life takes you next, you will always be part of this Buffs hockey family. Congratulations, and Sko Buffs! And now, let's get this game started. We welcome everyone to the CU Rec Center for tonight's ACHA matchup between the San Diego State Aztecs and your Colorado Buffaloes. And now the starting lineup for the San Diego State Aztecs. At right wing, number 16, Colby Hennessy. At left wing, number 8, Nicholas Grigoropoulos. I think that's right. At center, number 14, Brandon Grant. At right defense, number 9, Ryan Elleres. At left defense, number 87, Heck Stevenson. And in net for the Aztecs, number 1, Brody Hisayo. And now the starting lineup for your Colorado Buffaloes. At right wing, number 93, Owen Dickinson. At left wing, number 37, Brody Pearson. At center, number 25, Cam Piggott. At right defense, number 15, Michael Ryan. And at left defense, number 4, Jake Carney. And in net for your Buffaloes, number 90, Julian Goodfellow. At this time, if you are able, please rise and remove the caps for the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
What an incredible evening for 4 of our seniors here on the Colorado Buffaloes, who have made a tremendous impact on this team over their 4 years playing for the Buffaloes and the black and gold.
Yeah, the black and gold, and now versus the black and red. Now 3-18-1 on the season for the Aztecs. And an 8th win for the Buffaloes here in their 3rd to final game of the season. 23 points now on the season. And the Aztecs get knocked down to a minus 102 goal differential, triple digits in the negative for the Aztecs, 11th in the conference versus 10th in the conference. It's a battle of not very elite in the WCHL, but a good matchup last night nonetheless, and we're hoping for an even better matchup here tonight.
Absolutely. Owen Dickinson in for the opening draw. Both benches roar to life, and Dickinson will take it. We are underway here in Boulder. Carney sent across, picked up by Ryan, cleared out by Cam Piggott. Ryan Elleres, who made a huge impact for the Aztecs last night. Puck loose behind the net. Ryan tangled up. Coming away with it is Pearson. Dickinson cross ice for Piggott. Piggott lost the puck near the blue line. Now it's handed by Elleres. Bounced off the boards and goes to the opposite zone. Icing will be the call. An early icing call on the Aztecs will bring it back to their zone. 9:22 to go here in the first period. Not even 40 seconds gone by, and already lots of back and forth.
Big staple of last night's game here and back and forth, and a lot of face-offs for the Buffs, like we see now in the offensive zone.
That's Elliot Testa in for the draw, and he'll take it. Coming back is Hofteaser down the slot, can't get enough power behind his shot. Dougie Wood in the vicinity, looking for the puck in the far corner. Coming away with it are the Aztecs. It'll be picked up by Heck Stevenson. Now in the far corner. Aztecs trying to clear, feeling that pressure. Grant, that went off the post. Bounced into the far corner. Here it goes. Puck loose behind the net. Here's Testa. Testa skating out in front. Down goes Testa. And a player without his helmet will get a whistle. Stop play, Ryan Elleras.
And we've got a whole fan section that's developed here along the boards on the Colorado end here, and not 100% sure which player they're raucous here for, but some extra energy is always appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. Loving this crowd here. It's a very large crowd here. Quite a stark contrast to what we saw in men's D2, that playoff game earlier today with Quinn and I on the call. Hartek lost the puck. Nick Hartek out on the ice tonight. Here's Paul Weiss. He'll send it over to Logan Bergy. Now coming the other way, it's Cameron Faraz. Faraz feeling the pressure, forced into the corner, and it'll be picked up by Weiss. Weiss sent over to Robinson. Here's Weiss again. Lost the puck. That's sent over to Faraz. Wrapping around behind. That puck loose in front. Shot save made.
That was a bit chaotic there, wasn't it, down low? A little bit just reckless with the puck for both teams, and Colorado kind of just sends the puck into their slot, and San Diego State able to get a rebound and nearly tuck the puck back around the left side of the post here on Julian Goodfellow, unable to do so, and he covers in the crease.
Now his puck is cleared out. Kurt Stuckey takes a shot that's blocked in front by Brady Asao. Now it's cleared out, back to Matty Hull. Aztecs trying to respond. Hennigan clears. Hennigan picks it up, trying to skate into the slot. That's broken up by Jeremy Nash. Wrapping around behind. Come back in. There's a shot swallowed up. The other way now. That shot out in front. It's handled by Macelis. Puck was behind. It's Macelis again. Off to Stuckey. Stuckey able to clear before he goes down. Now Moretti coming the other way, feeling pressure, and it's dropped back. Struzas takes a shot that's swallowed up and hits the netting.
Well, Colorado's being a little lackadaisical here, mostly in their own zone, but even in the neutral part of the ice. They're having a tough time really getting to the puck quickly, which is something that benefited them so strongly last night versus these same Aztecs. They were quicker to the puck, quicker to the play, and thus controlling the pace and speed of play, and that's what allowed them to dominate for the majority of the game time last night, and as well as pot 7 goals in.
Now coming the other way, it's handled by Piggott, looking for the wraparound shot, he scores! Cam Piggott off the wraparound on his senior night. What a play! My goodness, Colorado takes an early 1-0 lead.
Just as I was critiquing them, Cam Piggott, one of the 4 seniors here tonight, number 25, assistant captain, he pots the goal, and it's just a simple, sneaky, just on the side of the goaltender for San Diego State. On the right side, Piggott's able to wrap around, and instead of immediately wrapping the puck into the net, as the net is covered at that point, he's able to wait just a second, and then pot it just under the arm of the goaltender on the far left side for the 1-0 lead early on in the game for the Buffs.
Play resumes. It's Dickinson. He'll wrap that one back. Jake Carney with the assist on that last goal from Piggott. A huge hit on Michael Ryan. Ryan is usually the one delivering the business. Now Dickinson. Up on the top shelf, the point save. And deflected wide. Here's Piggott. Cross ice to Ryan. He'll pick it up, send it into the far corner. Behind it is Pearson. Here's Piggott out in front again. Shot save made and cleared out. Brady Sow. That's sent back over to the other way. Dickinson able to clear it. Wood lost the puck in the neutral zone. Here's Jake Carney. Now dumps it in behind. He's looking for the puck. Zone is cleared. It's Merrick and Wood. Good receive, held on to by Patrick Fost. Fost sent it, intercepted by Elliot Testa. Merrick clears, and it's taken by Wood on the near side. He's got help from Hofteaser, dropping back, another turnover. And picked up by...
Wood just a little indecisive there with what to do on the puck. Just entered the blue line, didn't really have a ton of options, fumbled the puck.
Sean Yeo clears, it's Hofteaser on the near side, looking for help. Hofteaser forced into the far corner, sent it up top for Merrick. Shot for the point, deflected wide.
Hofteaser, good work creating space down low, using his weight, shifting on his edges, and opening up the ice for himself and his teammates.
Speaking of, here's Hofteaser out to Wood. Wood shot deflected, and it'll hit the netting. Great save by Brody Asau.
And just as we were saying, David Hofteaser with a little just quick short pass, little assist in the slot for Dougie Wood, and he does get the shot off. And he does get a stoppage in play, another offensive zone faceoff, and some good pressure early on after that goal for Colorado.
Dougie Wood in for the draw in enemy territory. He's facing Benjamin Hollingsworth, and Hollingsworth comes away. Puck bounced off the glass. Hofteaser wanting a piece of it. Cleared out. When the other way is Struzas. Takes a shot from deep that's sent wide. On the near side. Back over to Testa. And Hofteaser will pick it up. He is onside, but they'll drop back and go to the bench. And the other way, dangerous chance coming for Morris. Morris dropping back. Shot swallowed up by Julian Goodfellow.
Goodfellow tested here a little early. 3 shots on goal for the Aztecs. More than they had at this point for sure in last night's game. That was 10-1 at one point in the early goings of the first period. So Goodfellow, having not started here for pretty much, I believe, the entire season. Matthew Server getting the majority of the ball work. And Goodfellow looking good on the first 3 shots.
That pass will hit the netting, and play will stop. Yeah, lots of pucks hitting the netting here early in this first period, trying to stop that clock. Obviously, it's not the NHL, so no delay of game penalty.
Absolutely.
Jake Rosalenko in. He's facing Colby Hennessy. Draw stopped immediately.
They'll do it all over.
Rosalenko dropping back. He'll face Hennessy again. Rosalenko takes it. Bergy sent back along the boards and cleared out. Rosalenko up the far side. And when they're to help, he's got Bergy on his far side, rather. 14 minutes to go here in the first period. Glove down by Luke Massey. Massey feeling pressure. Another turnover. It's a costly turnover for Grant. Grant, pass tripped up, shot save, rebound, kept out by Goodfellow. Penalty coming here. And it looks like the Aztecs might go on the power play as Hull went down as well, and Nicholas Grigoropoulos slow to get to his feet.
Well, it's just a defensive miscue, little misplay of the puck right in the slot just above Goodfellow, and suddenly all havoc breaks loose, and Buffs are crashing, Aztecs are crashing, and the puck was loose there for a couple moments and could have been jarred in on net. Goodfellow makes the first couple saves. Colorado crashes down enough to defend, but not enough to not take a penalty.
So Goodfellow will readjust his mask as Luke Massey's going to head to the box. And Grigoropoulos makes it to his feet. He'll be escorted off to his bench, accompanied by Colby Hennessy. Athletic training staff took a look at him. She'll be helped out by the linesman. What a hit out in front. Tons of physicality early. We've seen this team get very physical over the years, especially this season. And last night was certainly no exception, and that's carried on into this evening's game.
Absolutely has. There's a lot of fire going on. A lot of fire going on with the crowd down there as well, as they're really hyped for this Colorado penalty kill. That penalty kill, Kieran, being something that is not outstanding. We talked about this last night, but Colorado, or excuse me, I'm sorry, it's their power play, which is not outstanding. Sixth, just in the middle of the WCHL conference on the penalty kill for these Buffs, and they had it pretty good last night.
That shot, score! Almost immediately, Braden Mayer, the defenseman from Chula Vista, California, sneaking it past Julian Goodfellow just over that left shoulder, and just like that, that power play is killed off.
Well, I apologize, folks. That's a very classic example of jinxing the play, because that was not even 1 to 2 seconds, and yeah, just as you said, just down the far left wing of the boards, and just kind of walked in uninhibited. Really, Colorado just kind of gave the space to the Aztecs, and they walked in and they took what they had, and what they had was an opening above the right shoulder of Julian Goodfellow.
Celis in for the draw, but it'll be taken by the Aztecs. It's Alaras, and they're able to clear was Connor Hennigan. Puck loose behind the net. Goodfellow looking for it. Now it's sent back around. Mayer wrapping around for Faraz. Faraz lost the puck. Ryan in the vicinity trying to get to it. Cleared out by Stuckey. Jeremy Nash. That backhand pass, no one there to receive from Brown. And the other way is Hennigan. Hennigan pass intercepted. Here's Marcellus. He's got it on the breakaway. Down the slot. Takes a shot and scores! Kevin Marcellus has given the Buffs a 1-goal lead. It's 2-1 Colorado. What a play off the breakaway.
Well, right back and forth. We're not even halfway through this first period, and just back and forth hockey. A goal on one end for the Buffs, a goal on the other end for the Aztecs, and then another goal for the Buffs. Just a breakaway, like you said, and just walking right down Main Street, right down the slot to put the Buffs back up by 1.
Dougie Wood in for the draw, along with Brandon Grant. Man, what a play by Kevin Marcellus. Must be very proud of himself. Hofteaser will come away with this one, as will Testa, who lost the puck and sent it and picked up by Hex Stevenson. Now picked up, it's Struzas. Coming back for Testa. Backhander pass intercepted by Grant. That Grant pass out, saved by Goodfellow. Robinson looking for the puck, and now it's taken by Hull. Testa. He'll take it. That pass can't connect, and another turnover. It's Barber up the near side. He's got help. Facing pressure. Centering pass can't connect with Hennessy. And puck is loose. Kept in by Barber. But quickly cleared out. It's Elliot Testa. Back into neutral territory. Look about pressure. Hull trying to clear. Puck comes out of the zone. And by Moretti. Logan Okansky has it for the Aztecs. Now sent back for Kashingo. It'll be an icing. He released that right before crossing the red line. Looks like Grant Robinson's got quite the fan club down there in the Colorado student section.
Yeah, they've been real hype about him since they got in here about 5 to 10 minutes ago. Adding some noise, adding some energy to the game, bringing some life to the rink, and some life to the Buffs team.
Dickinson takes the draw. It's Weiss out to Piggott. Piggott lost it. Weiss dropping back. Looking for help. He'll send it over to Piggott. Now sent over to Merrick. Wrapping around behind. Sal comes out to play. Now handled behind the net. It's Logan Okansky. Okansky gets it to Morris. Now handled by Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth is just off sides, and he is not happy. Like it might have checked into the stick of Merrick. So draw will come back out to neutral territory. It's Dickinson in for the draw. He'll face Braden Mayer. And the Buffs take it. Coming back, it's Weiss. Weiss looking for help. He's got Pearson, but he'll take it himself. Weiss up the near side. Cross ice picked up by Merrick. Merrick sent over to Dickinson, but it's Piggott instead who lost the puck. Now cleared out at the blue line. From the other way on the near side, it's Mayer. Mayer's getting in. Shot saved by Goodfellow. Forced into the corner. And a couple of Aztecs go down. 10:33 to go in period number 1. This game is incredibly physical. Draw coming to the right of Goodfellow. Colorado takes it. Here's Ryan wrapping around. On the near side, it's deflected into the netting. You see the fan club in the front row racing to grab that loose puck up in the stands. 10:30 to go in period number 1. Colorado leads by 1. Aztecs win the draw. Shot from the point. Score! Ryan Elleras right from the point. Sneaks it over the shoulder of Julian Goodfellow, and this game is tied again at 2.
Just a back and forth affair here, Kieran. This is kind of absurd. Buff Aztec down the ice, and we're still not even halfway through this first period. Just some good work by the Aztecs in the offensive zone. They're putting more pressure on, especially early on in the game, than they ever did at all last night, and it's paying dividends for them. 2 goals on 6 shots, whereas the Buffs have a very similar 2 on 7.
Mayer wins the draw after scoring that goal. Sent back out. Bergy now. A backhand pass intercepted by Hartek. Hartek behind the net, looking for the puck. It's loose on the near side. Into the corner, wrapping around. Carney racing for it, as is Hartek. Now sent up a shot from the point into traffic and cleared out. Was the shot from Connor Hennigan. Hennigan racing for it, feeling pressure from Carney. Out in front, Goodfellow looking for the puck. But it'll be cleared out by Logan Bergy. Bergy up the near side. He's got Rosalenko. Big hit into the boards. Hartek dropping back. Hartek looking for the puck. 9:30 to go. He's tied up, and it'll be sent out to the other side. Hole shot deflected. Faraz will dump it in. Now the other way. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like Rosalenko was calling for that one. They're going to come back out to neutral territory as the Aztecs were offsides. Draw taken. Taken by Maselis. Now sent in. Dumped in by Koshinko. And cleared out. Stuckey. Nash with it. In trouble. Looking for centering pass. Save off the pad of Hassau. Goodfellow will leave this one back for Hull behind his net. Hull will send it out. So out in front, it's Maselis looking for another point on the board. Nash tied up. Come away with it in the far corner. He's getting into the slot, lost his footing. Now near the top, across to Massey. Massey centering pass, broken up. Now into the near corner. It's still Massey. He goes down. Tied up as Marcellus, but it'll be taken by Nash before he's slammed into the boards. Sets a cross, kept in. Matty Hull right at the blue line, keeps it in for Colorado. 8 minutes to go in period number 1. We're tied at 2. Massey backhander to Stuckey. He'll dump it in and go to the bench. Fresh legs out for both squads. Now it's Faraz in the corner. He'll send that into the netting. Grant Robinson with a deflection. Robinson in the corner. He'll send this one out to Wood. Wood to Hofteaser. Wood will hang on. Backhand pass to Robinson. Robinson shot whistled wide left. Now it's Wood out to Hofteaser. It's getting out of the slot and cleared out. Coming the other way now, it's Elleras. Elleras, excellent stick handling. Takes a shot and scores. Elleras, his second of the night. Sneaking it past Julian Goodfellow. Off the backhander. My goodness, what a play.
Well, a lead here for the Aztecs, something they did not see at all last night. And the Buffs obviously did not trail at all last night. And this is unfamiliar territory this weekend. San Diego State, just a nice little maneuver down low, caught the Buffs sleeping yet again, and a little lackadaisical still in their own zone this first period, Colorado. And it's resulted in 3 goals on a paltry 8 shots.
Owen Dickinson in for the draw, facing Brandon Grant. Dickinson will take it. Hofteaser. Out to Dickinson. Here's Pearson. Piggott can't connect and lost it at the top. Barber coming the other way. Picked up by Piggott, wrapping around behind. Now Piggott. Cross ice to Dickinson. Dickinson centering to Pearson. Pearson shot. Score! Brody Pearson! Off the centering pass from Owen Dickinson. Sneaks it past Brady Hassau. Just like that, this game is tied once again at 3.
I don't even know what to say, Kieran. It has just been a back and forth affair for nearly 15 minutes here. And my word, the Buffs tie it up yet again. This game we might see go 10-10 at the rate we're heading here. And just back and forth affair. Both sides not very strong in their own zones, just allowing one-off goals without a lot of pressure being put into them, built into them, and it's a 3-3 tie game for Colorado.
Play stopped immediately off the opening draw. We'll grab a new puck. It still says 2-3 here in the rink, folks, as the game clock operator hasn't updated it yet. But it was indicated that it was, in fact, a good goal. Bergie in for the draw. He'll face Patrick Fost. Fost takes it over to his house. Cross ice pass. Picked up by Okansky. He'll dump it in. Rosalenko. Then pressure from Carney. Rosalenko still tied up. They'll come away with the puck. Rosalenko lost it. And a turnover. Now sent to the top. Shot for the point into traffic and deflected. Puck loose in the near corner. Rosalenko is there. Bounced off the boards by Bergie. Here comes Bergie. Takes out in front. Shot centering pass. Can't connect with Nick Hartek. Want an attempt. Bit of miscommunication on Colorado. Shiko going the other way. Takes a shot. Glove save made by Goodfellow. And a huge scrub taking place in front of the net of Julian Goodfellow. He'll head to the corner. Jake Carney in the midst of it. But he'll come out. Mason Brown caught right in the middle. And Braden Mayer got that first goal for the Aztecs. Went down hard onto the ice. And looks like it's going to be a power play for Colorado. Mason Brown heading to the box. As the officials convening for a moment at the scorer's box. Owen Dickinson convening with the officials. Looks like we'll have some penalties assessed against Colorado.
We got Dulce in the box. 2 in the box for us.
Inside 6 to go in period number 1. We're still tied at 3 so far. On the board, we've got Jake Carney in there for Colorado. So I take that back. The Aztecs now going on a man advantage. Now Merrick. Merrick will take it up the far side. Short-handed chance for Colorado. He'll dump it back. Some pressure. And now it's Hole on the near side. Clears his zone. And taken by Okansky. Okansky over to Ferraz. Ferraz rather. Mayer lost the puck, but he's offside. Grant Robinson fan club letting the Aztecs hear it as Colorado is down a man. Draw taken by the Buffs in the offensive zone. Chasing it down is Cam Piggott. And Elleros looking. Ross feeling pressure from Pearson. Now Elleros off the near side. Dumping it along the boards. There's Barber. On the far side, cleared out by Piggott. No. Elleros. Up from top, backhand pass. Now up at the top is Okansky. He lost it. And it's cleared. Barber will hang on. And Pearson will dump it in. Going for a change. Final half minute to go on this Aztecs man advantage. The other way, it's Barber up the near side. He's got wheels. Weiss breaks up his pass. Here's Barber again. Sent out to Kashiko. Shot swallowed up by Goodfellow. And now cleared. Now come the other way. It's Kashiko. Kashiko up. And it'll be taken by Morris. Just wrapping around. Power play is over. Inside 4 to go. The crowd loves it. Kashiko dumps it in. Should go at the top. Dumps it back. And picked up. Weiss will try to clear, but it's Hartek. Hartek's getting on the slide. Shot for the point. Save. Looks like it was whistled just wide, rather. Coming the other way, it's Robinson. Here's Ryan. Ryan over to Robinson. Cross ice back to Ryan. And no clear. Here's Stuckey up the near side. Looking for help. Centering pass out in front, broken up. Backhander to Ryan. Right out in front. Macella's trying to get a shot off, can't do so. And cleared. Icing coming here against the Aztecs. Inside 3 to go. We're tied at 3.
Yeah, we're tied at 3 just due to such a back and forth first period. It's hard to believe it is still even the first period, Kieran. There's been so much happening and on so few shots. Colorado and San Diego State just back and forth on either end of the ice. Not really tilted in any one way or the other, though San Diego State has kind of had the recent ice time in the O-Zone. But both teams are just completely in a wide open hockey game right now. I'm sure I expect that to change throughout the game. But for now, very open hockey game, open for the taking by anyone.
Moretti and Macella's in for the draw. And Aztecs are clear. Look out, here comes Morris. Morris shot wide right. Not in front and cleared. Dangerous situation for the Aztecs, but cleared out by Nash. Nash and Stuckey, 2-on-3, forced into the corner. Now it's Marcellus. Sells into the corner. Sells lost the puck. Here's Mason. Sells gets it away. Merrick. Merrick looking for the wraparound. He's got it in front. Shot save made by Sound. That was cleared. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the first period. We're tied at 3.
Definitely a better overall game for the Aztecs. They've had a much stronger defensive structure, or Colorado has had a less potent offensive effort. Either way, the Aztecs in a much better position than they were at any point of the game last night. Tied here 3-3, 2 minutes to go in the first frame. Still 42 minutes remaining in this game, Kieran. And like we just said on the previous break, Colorado's let the door open for a split weekend series here.
Absolutely. I mean, this game is tied at 3. It's anyone's game. You're starting Goodfellow in net. He hasn't seen a whole lot of ice action this season. But senior night, they want to give him some. Merrick shot deflected wide. That's the top. It's handled by Piggott on the near side. Here's Piggott, dumping it back in the far corner. Stevenson wrapping it around. Piggott will pick it up, but turned over to Faraz. Faraz has help from Brown. Faraz will take it. Centering pass can't connect.
Neat little play there, idea by the Aztecs. Neatly covered by the Buffs, though, and they crashed down smart enough, and the Aztecs missed the pass on net.
Buffs trying to clear. They do. It's back out Connor Hennigan. Trying to get his stick on. Now it's Faraz. Faraz sets across. Now it's Barber. Just inside. 1 minute to go. The number 3 chant ringing out from the crowd. That Grant Robinson fan club. Wood in for the draw. He'll take it. Weiss looking for the puck. And coming away with it. It's Luke Massey who clears. Sent it in the far corner. It's Wood. 40 seconds to go in the first period. Puck loose in front and cleared out. It's French. French able to clear out to Massey. Massey will take it. Here's Elliot Testa. Testa shot. Glove save. Aztecs clear.
Well, a good opportunity, unfortunately squandered by Colorado. They had a puck right on net, and 2 abilities, actually, to get that puck into the net. One of them, the second, a little less potent than the first, and unable to get that late in the period.
Final seconds waning. Here's Wood. Looking for the puck as he's tied up. Massey looking for the puck. Final chance for the Aztecs to take the lead. Shot swallowed up by Goodfellow as the clock hits 0. Talk about an electrifying first period for both of these squads. Just giving it all that they got. The Aztecs trying to split the series here this weekend, while Colorado looking to come away with a series sweep against the bottom team in the WCHL.
Yeah, well, that's what they're looking
Lots
for.
of back and forth this period. It's just been incredible to watch, Aiden.
It has been. That's what they're looking for, Kieran, but it's not quite what they're getting right now. What they're getting is a 3-3 tie after 1. And it's a position that Colorado against San Diego State here this weekend, like we said, has not found themselves in. And it's something that here in the locker room, they're going to want to talk about, going to want to adjust their play, going to want to say, hey, that was not our best period, especially considering their play yesterday.
So, ladies and gentlemen, 15-minute timer getting ready to be set. What an electrifying first period. And my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, our very own Quinn Crick is standing by with Cam Piggott. In just a moment, we'll send it down to Quinn.
All right. Ringside alongside Cam Pickett. Cam, you had 2 points in that period. What do you think was working for the team right there?
Yeah, coming in, I mean, we got Julian in net tonight, and he's earned this game tonight. He hasn't gotten one all year, and just kind of had that mindset to play for him, like play for all the seniors, myself included, and came out hot. And I wanted to get on the board and did it early, and just want to keep doing that.
Pretty special. Back and forth here a little bit in that first period. What are you guys looking forward to doing in the second?
We just got to keep the pressure and keep possession. I think we're getting it into their zone a lot. We just need to possess more, get more shots on net, and crash for the rebounds, and they'll keep coming.
Yeah, thank you for this. Back up to you guys. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Quinn. That was Cam Piggott, ladies and gentlemen, as we will head into our first intermission here on Skill Up Sports. The second period coming your way next. Welcome back to Boulder for period number 2 between the Buffs and Aztecs. As a reminder, after the first 20 minutes of play, we are tied at 3. Tons and tons of back and forth in that first period and some crazy goals. But nonetheless, Aiden, the big story right now is we have a change in net. Matthew Server coming back in for Colorado.
That we do. Matthew Server has been the stopgap all year for the Buffs. He's been the starter in net. And despite the nice gesture to give Goodfellow the start here on senior night, Matthew Server, also a senior, and he gets put in after Goodfellow allows 3 goals in the first period.
Should be a huge period here for Colorado. And again, they've got to keep that same energy that they've had in the first going here into the next 20 minutes of play, as do the Aztecs. Dickinson wins the draw, back over to Ryan. Behind his net, it'll be sent out to Dickinson on the near side. So looking for help. It's sent back out and cleared. Ryan will dump it in, but cleared out immediately. Ryan sent out to Pearson, too hot to handle. That goes into the near corner, and Sal comes out to play. Ryan sent in. Out in front, Dickinson shot saved. Rebound out in front. Score! Cam Piggott! His second of the night. My voice cracked in that call. Holy smokes, what a goal. Cam Piggott on senior night getting his second of the evening.
And not even a minute into the frame, Kieran. What a fun play from the Buffs here. Take the lead right back, right in the second period. And it's just another slightly broken play. Buffs go to work down low, and they're able to get the goaltender for Colorado, for San Diego State, Brody Hasau, off his moorings, off of his standing, and off of his stature. And they're able to get the puck from his left to his right and into the back of the net.
Puck loose, Weiss racing for it, and it'll be cleared out. Wood looking for it as Hofteaser comes out of the zone. Hofteaser will take it into the slot. He lost it, and it'll be picked up by Elleros. Elleros sent around. High pass. Oh, held on to by Grant. Now Testa up the near side. And looks like Testa was just offside as they'll send that one off to Wood. Wood may have jumped the gun a little bit.
Something that Colorado needs to get back to, something they didn't do in that first period of this game, but something they did do in all 3 periods of last night's game, is just be quick and light on your feet, right? Colorado a little bit slower in this game, and it was allowing in the first period San Diego State, and I don't really know what happened with that face-off at all. It allowed San Diego State to come up in the play easier, make the pucks and the passes a little bit better. Colorado last night really prevented San Diego State from doing anything at all.
Penalty coming here against the Buffs.
And this, Kieran, this is not a trip in my opinion. The skater of San Diego State just skated right into the back of, it looks like it's going to be Merrick's foot, or perhaps Testa's foot, it looks like. And I don't think Testa had anything to do with this at all, and I don't think he thinks that either.
Yeah, the bench not pleased with that call, nor is the crowd. So man advantage for the Aztecs to start off period number 2. Shot deflected wide. Now here comes Bergian for the draw. And he'll face Brandon Mayer, excuse me. Yes, Braden. Not even 2 minutes in, and the Aztecs already on an early power play to start off the second period of action. Draw taken by the Aztecs in Colorado's zone. Bergie. Over to Vosaleko trying to clear, and he does. Now sent out. I got tripped out in front. Hole trying to clear. It was Faraz. Now at the top. Handled by Okansky. Okansky, shot for the point, swallowed up by Server.
That one really stuck to Server just on the far right of his skate and nearly off of it. And somehow Server is able to just get that to magically glue to his pads. Makes the stop. Minute 6 left on the PK for the Buffaloes. Again, 6th in the WWCHL. You saw the numbers there, and this very, very uninspiring, to say the least, power play this season for the San Diego State Aztecs.
Now Pearson. Back out. Shot for the point, swallowed up by Server. Off that shot from Okansky at the top. Exactly 1 minute left on this Aztecs power play. And Mayer will come away with it. Off the draw. Faraz. Now at the top. Okansky. Back to Faraz. And they'll send that into the corner. Centering pass. Shot. Score! Ryan Elaros. Elaros with a hat trick on the night. And he's given the Aztecs their second lead of the night.
Well, just like that, Kieran, the game is tied 4-piece, and like we've seen, or like we saw in the first period, we see again in the first 3 here, just back and forth play by both teams. One team takes the lead, the other ties it. One team goes ahead, the other comes back. It's just been a back and forth cat game all game here, and I honestly expect to see that continue now that it has continued into this second period. We'll see what Colorado can do to stifle the very effectively opportunistic rebounds after giving up a goal that the Aztecs have produced.
That shot from Weiss deflected in traffic. Went off the pads of the South. Aztec player down in the corner. It's Connor Hennigan. He makes it back to his feet. He's looking very slow as he's going to head to the bench. That's an unfortunate place to take a hit for sure. And Stuckey's going to head to the box. Another power play coming for the Aztecs. Discipline really becoming an issue here for this Colorado team.
And we saw this, Kieran, against the University of Mary Marauders, excuse me. The Buffs just could not stop parading to the penalty box, and that's something that's a habit they do not want to get into here. Again, the game, it's tied right now, very close, and you're giving the Aztecs the opportunity to control the pace of the game, control the momentum of the game, and try to control the rest of it from here on out.
You teased the fact, Aiden, that this could be a 10-10 game at the current rate we're going at. Play broken up by Bergie. He'll try and clear, and he does. Dropping back, it's Okansky, handled by Elaros. Elaros backhander to Faraz. Faraz out to Okansky. Okansky sent over to Brown. Brown backhand pass into traffic, intercepted by Weiss. Now it's Brown skating up top. Down in the slot. He'll dump it back. Wrapping around, it's Brown. It'll picked up by Okansky at the top. Okansky over to Brown. Finding his space in the slot, but it'll be forced out to the top. The other way, it's Elaros. Elaros out in front. Shot swallowed by Server. No, they score! Logan Okansky has given the Aztecs their second lead tonight. It's 4-5.
Well, exactly what we just said there, Kieran. Just a bad break for the Buffs. The Aztecs just basically forced that puck through Matthew's server. He's not able to do a whole lot to stop that. And it's like we said, a little bit of momentum here and there you give away to the Aztecs. They take a little more. And suddenly, after scoring one in the first 40 seconds of the period, now you've allowed two in the frame and you're down by one.
Wrapping around its server, Massey lost the puck. Shots sent wide. SDSU's crowd thought that went in. Not even 5 minutes in, and we've already had 3 goals scored between these two squads. Now Wood coming the other way. Wood, he's got Hofstetter. Shot sent wide. At the rebound attempt, another shot from Wood. He scores! Dougie Wood has tied the game at 5. Are you kidding me?
I'm at a loss for words, Kieran. It just time and time again throughout this game. One team has scored. You can see it on the screen there, number 18, Okansky for the Aztecs. And then immediately, right after, within just a minute, the Buffs take the goal back and reduce the deficit back to 0. It's a tie hockey game once again.
Off teaser. They lost it in neutral territory. It's Wood again. Deflected. Off teaser. Dropping back to the top. He keeps it in. Shot for the point. Deflected wide. Now Massey in the corner. Aztecs trying to clear, but it's kept in by Testa. Testa centering pass to Hofteaser. Hofteaser in front. Shot save made by Hassau. Hole dumps it in, and it's batted down by Barber. Testa dropping back from Massey and Hull. Just dropping back. Play cleared out. Here's Dickinson. He's onside. Dickinson shot save made. That'll hit the netting.
Well, I consider this thus far a job well done in trying to match up with the excitement of yesterday's game. 7-3 was fun for sure, and you don't want to allow 5 goals in a game, but if you also score 5, it creates this high-scoring shootout type game, which is for the casual viewer, I think a little more exciting. And if you're a fan of either of these two teams, well, you're cringing at that goals allowed, and you're enjoying that goals for.
Carney. He'll turn it over. Elleros sent it down. Stays in play. Now Robinson, he's tied up, but he'll come away in the far corner. At the far half boards, they clear. Sent over Dickinson racing for the puck. He's in a fight forward with Elleros. Dickinson. Yes, puck is handled by Hennigan. Hennigan bounced along the boards and cleared. Now it's Faraz. Faraz looking for a centering. That's wrapped around behind. Pearson looking for the puck. He's checked. Hennigan. Hennigan, that one's deflected. And Robinson. The puck. Pearson goes down behind the net. Wraparound attempt coming, smothered up by Server. Some extracurriculars averted.
Well, Matthew Server was ready for that one. He saw the play of the puck around the net, the wraparound on the right side, and he was able to stuff that up. And that goal was not to be for San Diego State, not to be fateful, you could say, with the music here in the arena.
That shot from the point is blocked in traffic. Weiss, cross-ice pass over to Mysells. Mysells comes back out. Right with a wraparound attempt, that's sent wide. God wants a penalty, they're not going to get one. Not Nash able to clear. Coming the other way, it's Okansky. Okansky, shot, save. Rebound cleared out immediately.
And oh my, was that close for Aiden Moretti. Wide open net if he can get his hand on the puck there.
Big hit on Jeremy Nash on the boards. The crowd wants a call. They're not going to get it. Shot smothered up by Asau.
Really weird ricochet shot there as both Buffs kind of got their stick on it at the same time. Easy swallow up right into the logo for Brody Asau.
We're loving the music here in the ring. I love D1 hockey playing some Taylor Swift, man.
Have you listened to her new album?
I have not yet, Aiden, admittedly. I'm kind of ashamed, but...
I am probably one of the bigger Taylor Swift fans you'll know, but I wasn't overly thrilled with it.
Oh, well, that's been the case. That shot saved by Server and cleared out by Hull in front. Man, Brandon Grant heading down the far side. Massey will take a shot to wide right. Now cleared out by Colorado. And coming the other way. Excuse me, Aztecs rather. Coming the other way, it's handled by Hennessy. Hennessy in the far corner, picked up by Hull behind his net. Here comes Hull. Up center. There's his zone. Hartek up the near side, looking for help. Takes a shot save made by Hassel. Now big hit along the boards by Testa. Server out of the net. Dangerous situation as he races back in. Hartek trying to clear. Unable to intercept it out in front. Ryan with a shot in front. He deflects it. That shot couldn't get off by Stevenson. And now Colorado clears. Bergy dumps it in. We'll go to the bench. Off teaser back out on the ice.
Man, if Testa was able to grab that up in the corner, he could have had a nice little passing option into the top of the face-off dot for his teammate. Quick turnaround for a shot on goal possible.
This one's smothered by a Sow. 10:31 to go in period number 2. We're tied at 5. Thank you all for tuning in to Scobo Sports. Kieran Walker, Aiden Glockner, Quick Crack ringside. It's great to have you all with us this evening. Make sure to follow all of our socials are on the screen at SBS_CU on all platforms except YouTube. And now that shot out in front saved by Sow. Testa. Shots sent high over the net. Marnie. Now Carney turns it over. It's 4 versus 4. It's Barber. Barber looking at the puck. Server. Where the puck is. It's Elaros on the far side. Colorado clears. It's Testa again. Up the far side. For help, he'll dump it in. Pushing the 10-minute mark. Aztecs handle it, and it'll be picked up by Barber. Yeah, Pearson with no urgency to keep it in the zone. Piggott in the far corner. He'll come away. Piggott able to clear. He's going up the near side. Looking for help. Piggott looking for a wraparound, possibly. Centering pass out in front. Merrick with a shot for the point. Swallowed up by Asau. Puck loose.
Well, Piggott with a monstrous play on his shift right there. Just took the puck from his goaltender all the way back at his own end and was able to not only wheel around to his right around the defender, he slipped through both crashing defenders at his own faceoff dot, kept the puck, brought the play all the way up in the neutral zone, wide circled around the play, and was able to get a shot off that leaked back up to the top of the point for, I believe it was Hunter Merrick, who got a shot on goal and a good opportunity for the faceoff here after an icing.
Now Dickinson, that shot sent wide, right off the draw. Dickinson hangs on after that icing call. That one shot deflected by Sow. Puck loose. Tangled up was Robinson, but it's cleared out. Another icing coming against the Aztecs.
Well, much more of what we saw last night from Colorado this period. Yeah, they've given up a couple goals here in this frame, but so too have they scored those goals, matching as we've said, on either end of the ice between these two teams. But we've seen a little bit more of that physical dominance, that tenaciousness that we saw last night that really kept Colorado just ahead of San Diego State for the entirety of the night.
Nice is sent out by Hull. Hull over to Nash. Nash to Stuckey. They'll pick it up. It's Massey trying to clear his zone. Sends it over to Nash. Nash up the near side. He's got help from Stuckey. Nash looking. Backhander to Stuckey. Can't connect. Nash will hang on. Backhander again. Can't connect with Massels.
Good idea there, though. I like the pass to the slot for Massels.
Okay, that one-timer attempt from Stuckey couldn't get off. And now Stuckey tangled up.
And you can see here, Kieran, what I mean by the tenaciousness, especially this forecheck. Colorado physically just brutalizing over the course of 60 minutes.
That centering pass to Massels can't connect. Now Hull, just beyond the blue line, forces Colorado to clear, and they do. Get out of the zone. Stuckey will dump it in. So he goes down on the head of the bench.
Stuckey actually gets a shot on goal off there, and falling as he does so into the half board.
Oh, what a shot. Holy cow.
Absolute power behind that shot. Speaking of some interesting things, you've seen Nash's tape job on his stick blade, because that is one of the more unique ones I've seen. I'm looking down here on the ice set. He's not on the ice right now, but when he is, you'll be sure to notice it. It's a patchwork of blade and tape on the carbon end of that stick.
Bergy tied up. Rosalenko trying to come away with it, as is Ryan. Bergy looking for a chance. It's played into the corner. Ryan. He'll skate up into the slot before it's broken up by Grant. Grant able to clear. Carney chasing it down. The server gets back in his net. Approaching the 7.5-minute mark in period number 2. We're tied at 5. Set back out to the top for Grant. Neutral territory. Grant will hang on. This Colorado line looking to get off the ice. Shingo sends it. Dumps it into the far corner. Now coming away, Rosalenko. He's got help from Bergy. It's the pressure from Mayer, who will hang on. Mayer over to Faraz. Faraz able to clear. Artek will send it over to Ryan. Ryan dumps it in. And he'll go to the bench. Now coming away, it's Mayer. Mayer up the near side. He's got wheels. Mayer. That play broken up by Weiss. Cross-ice pass, can't connect. Now Carney trying to clear. He'll send it across to Weiss. And intercepted by Heck Stevenson. Neutral territory. Hofteaser lost the puck. Brown sends it over. A shot wide right from Faraz.
Good look by Faraz. He's trying to catch Server cheating on that far right side for him. Left for Matthew Server, and is unable to do so, just putting the puck wide of the net as Masao chooses to cover and take a face-off in his own end.
Here comes another draw. Elliott Testa and company staying out. It looks like Wood's going to go in. Facing Patrick Fast. Fast will take it. Wrapping around. Along the boards is Barber. And an icing will be called again against the Aztecs. Another draw coming. It's Wood in. Again with Fast. Grand Robinson fan club letting Colorado hear it. They are going nuts down there. Gotta love it. Hofteaser. Shot off the post. See if I got cleared out by Weiss. The other way of the Aztecs. Merrick. Able to clear it out. Hand on held by Barber. Before it's sent back around. Fast able to clear. Hofteaser now. Hofteaser's got help from Wood. Hofteaser down the slot. Takes a shot, saved by Sal. A Herculean effort and a penalty coming. It's going to be a slash.
Absolutely it is, and absolutely it was, but what a move by Hofteaser. He's done that a couple times this season now, just bulldozing his way through the defenders to get a shot on goal, and he's able to get the puck off and just have it sit there tantalizingly in the crease before the touch-up is made by San Diego State.
Connor Hennigan heads to the box. That's the defenseman from Falmouth, Massachusetts for SDSU. And the Buffs getting a much-needed power play in the latter half of this period. Looks like Dickinson in for the draw. Getting the big guns out for Colorado. Dickinson with an easy win. Weiss sent across to Testa. Testa hangs on. Sent behind. Here's Dickinson. Testa. Over to Piggott. Here's Weiss in the slot. Testa one-timer into traffic. Now comes back to the other side for Matthew Server, who will leave it back for Weiss. Left legs will stay out there. Here comes Weiss. Send it over to Testa up the near side. Testa at the blue line, held on to by Weiss, who dumps it back. Dickinson behind the net. Here's Piggott on the far side. Piggott skating into the slot. Right back up to Weiss. Weiss to Piggott. Back up to Weiss at the top. Weiss shot for the point, swallowed up by Sau.
Well, this fan club here is going to go nuts if Weiss scores a goal tonight. Every time he's touched the puck, they've cheered. Every time he's taken a face-off or even participated in a face-off, he's cheered. And he had the puck up there at the blue line. You could hear them getting ready.
Gotta love some respect for Paul Weiss, the rookie. That shot swallowed up by Sau. And speak of the devil, there they go.
Nuts for him they are. A good shot by Weiss. Just took the space that there was afforded to him, allocated to him, and just walks right down, takes the shot off, and a glove save for Sau.
Now Rosalenko in for the draw. He takes it. Top for Hole. Here's Pearson. Back to Hole. Cross ice to Wood. Wood sent across to Pearson. Fires and glove save by Sau.
And a nice opportunity there. It's good to see Colorado executing the puck movement really well. They've had trouble with that for a couple of weeks, not just on the power play. And that power play, 15.8% on the season, but they were able to get a couple tallies on the man advantage last night, Kieran, and they're looking to do so here tonight in a tie game, 4 minutes left in the second frame.
Wood off the draw, back to Pearson. Pearson sends it over to Hole. Hole back to Pearson. On the near side, Pearson centering pass deflected in traffic. Now Hole. Hole from the top, shot from the point, down the slot, save. Rosalenko trying to get a shot off, it's deflected. Mayer able to clear the zone, and looks like we may have 4-on-4. It looks like that at the moment, but Mayer went down kind of hard.
Yeah, they're not going to call a penalty here. They're just going to say, well, no, they're not. They're just going to say, take the face-off again. Go down hard he did, though. 16 seconds remaining on this penalty, the one taken by San Diego State.
Dickinson with the draw. First line back out. Carney can't connect with it. Server comes back out to play the final 10 seconds on the man advantage. By Carney, it's dumped back in, and Server will make the stop. Ryan will hang on, and Aztecs back at full strength. Sent over. A chance for Dickinson. 1-on-2.
That was a little dangerous there as Dickinson wasn't facing the goaltender. Is out with the poke check successful. Could have taken a penalty by tripping Dickinson if he wasn't as careful.
Pearson. He'll hang on. Now Missel's looking for the puck. Now it's handled by Piggott into the far corner. It's Carney. Carney and Pearson tied up, but it comes back out to Piggott at the top. Here's Ryan on the near side. Centering pass can't connect. Pearson racing forward, trying to keep it in, but he can't. Auto's out. And now it's handled by Grant, coming the other way. Centering pass. Shots! Saved by Server. Here's the front. Piggott. Got along the boards.
The three Colorado defenders there were caught puck watching a little bit, just kind of slowly back into the zone. Not quite playing the structure.
That was a big trip on Marcellus. No call.
Sometimes you see that get called tripping, sometimes interference, sometimes that interference by 61 on Carney, and sometimes you see nothing.
Big chasing this one down, as is Marcellus, and he'll get another check. Revenge on Zachary Struzas.
Jake Rosalenko, the reverse hit on the forecheck. Well done in the back there.
Now Faraz. Faraz takes a shot that's deflected. Stays in the rink. Ryan looking for the puck. He's got it. Corrections, Massey. Out in front. Server swallows it up. The server's pads were wide open on the bottom. I'm surprised that didn't sneak through. Holy cow.
I am surprised. Well, that's just reflex by both parties there, right off the shot, and it rebounds right off the server, right back to the original shooter on Arizona State, excuse me, San Diego State. I don't know where I'm going in the Southwest over there. And just reflexively for San Diego State, just a quick shot back up, and Matthew Server, wow, those reflexes just to catch that puck in his breadbasket. Like you said, though, Kieran, 5-hole was open.
Now Dougie Wood wins the draw, sends it over to Hofteaser, who dumps it in. Hofteaser tied up, he goes down. Testa looking for the puck, Hofteaser's tied up. Final minute and a half to go. We're tied at 5. Testa out in front, looking, fire, score! Elliot Testa! Nifty little backhand pass, sneaks it past Brody, Sau, and just like that, Colorado is back on top, 6-5.
Well, Testa does it all himself. You can hear the crowd here, electric with the lead late in the second frame. And Testa, I wanted him to pass up to the slot. He had that open, but he said, no, I got it. It's all good. I got this myself, and by himself did he have it. Just faked out, waited out Brody Sau, and is able to get him off his moorings over to the right and just bank that puck home after outweighting, outlasting the goaltender, and now the Buffs are back up by 1.
Sau covers that puck.
And something I've noticed in the past couple minutes, Kieran, actually, is Sau very prone to just covering the puck when he does not need to, leading to face-offs inside their own zone. Perhaps Colorado can take advantage of that here and put a little more pressure on 1:19 remaining.
Rosalenko will take the draw. It's the final minute of the second period, rather. And cleared out by the Aztecs. Coming the other way is Brown. Brown feeling pressure. Play broken up. Bergie is there. Tied up behind is Mayer. Now Hartek. Hartek sent it over to Merrick. Now Merrick. Works it back out. Final chance for SDSU. Loose stick on the ice. Cut takes a shot swallowed by Server. My goodness.
Well, my, oh my, there's that back and forth we've seen. Good coverage on that rush by Hunter Merrick. It was a 3-on-1 kind of out of nowhere at the blue line for San Diego State, and Merrick just got in the way of that passing lane, took away the shooting option, did really well there, and then Matthew Server able to squeeze that with his right arm, lest the game be tied at 6.
So the shrine in the corner was for Paul Weiss, according to sideline reporter Quinn Kreck. Now sent around Carney. Final 20 seconds of the period. Dickinson comes away. Here comes Carney. Carney's got help from Ryan. Shot, glove save by Asau.
Colorado putting on the offense here late in the period. Perhaps a sign of things to come in the third frame, but just a couple minutes of slacking on the part of San Diego State. Now back down a goal, but as we've seen throughout this entire game, Kieran, 1 goal leads mean nothing, 2 goal leads mean nothing. Any lead in this game means nothing as both teams have come back numerous times to tie it.
Now inside 10 seconds to go. Colorado looking to hang on as they have a 1-goal lead. And that'll do it for period number 2. It's 6-5 Colorado after 40 minutes. And what an electrifying period that was. Just when we thought it couldn't get any better, our minds were blown.
Oh my, yes they were. Wow. That was a fun period. Just back and forth play, back and forth hockey, back and forth score. I mean, it was tied, it wasn't tied, it was tied again. And you never knew really where to look on which either side of the ice. Things settled down a little bit as we worked through that period. But overall, just an absolutely electric second frame, Kieran.
Absolutely. And what a series of events. Elliot Testa delivering the goal to take the Buffs on the lead. That's just unbelievable.
Yeah,
Absolutely
I mean,
electric, Aiden.
Really just a fun period. Now, I want Colorado to clean some things up for sure. You allowed a couple goals in this period. You scored a couple, great, but you also allowed a couple. Now you're up by 1. If the score holds, you win the game, you win the weekend. But it is something that Colorado needs to work on a little bit. It's something that Colorado needs to focus on in this third period, on defensively settling down and making sure that their structure is sound enough to win this game.
Quinn Crick is standing by with Paul Weiss. Let's go to him.
Ringside alongside Paul Weiss here. Paul, you've got a little bit of a shrine going here in the right corner. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the hockey team I coach here in Colorado. And, I mean, I didn't really invite them to be here, but I guess they showed out for the Buffs, so, yeah.
Having put on a show from high-scoring affair here. What are you guys looking to do in this third period to keep this lead?
I think just blocking shots, keeping stuff out in front of the net, and keeping the puck out of our own net is key. And then just potting a couple more goals.
All right, you plan to score one for your team?
I mean, we'll see. That's the goal. That's always the goal.
Appreciate it, Paul. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Quinn. That was Paul Weiss, ladies and gentlemen, who's got a shrine going in the corner of the rink, the Colorado student section. But that's going to do it from us here for period number 2. Third period coming your way next on Scope of Sports. Welcome back to Boulder for period number 3 between the Buffs and the Aztecs. And Aiden, just when we thought this game couldn't get more electrifying, it did in that second.
Absolutely, it did. Just a myriad of goals scored by both teams. You can see the score on your screen right now, 6-5 Colorado entering the third period here. They got the late one, which is something that they had then previously given up each and every single time to the Aztecs, something that they have, to this point, not done just yet. But Kieran, not only was it electric because of the play on the ice, but look what was on the side of the ice here, taken by one of our SCOA sports members, Quinn Kreck. We've got, what, you said a shrine to Wise?
A shrine to Paul Weiss. Absolutely electric. He's got a fan club coming out here, as we heard Quinn say.
They've even got little pictures of his head right there. It's giving the Pellick posse of the New York Islanders, if you remember that from a couple years ago.
Draw taken by the Aztecs early. Final 20 minutes are underway. Ryan with a huge hit into the corner. Dickinson fighting for the puck. They'll come away with it. Now coming back the other way is Ellerouse. Ellerouse over to Pearson. And Pickett in the corner. Excuse me, that's Ryan. Now Pearson on the near side. Sent back over to Ryan along the boards. Now it's Pearson. Just trying to clear another turnover. Shot saved by Server. Right down the slot came Ellerouse, looking for his 4th goal of the day.
Well, he's had a really good game, hasn't he? A lot of players have had good games. Several players with at least 2 goals. Ellerouse with 3 on the night. And several players have made their impact on the game here. The teams themselves, definitely so. 6-5.
Shot for the point, score. This game is tied at 6 from courtesy of Logan Okansky on the Aztecs.
Well, Okansky also one of the players for San Diego State with a goal already tonight. And now that is yet again a tie game, 6-6, Kieran. Just every single time one of these teams has scored, the other has come back to tie it, and it has been such a close game all night.
I like the song choice. Colorado, one way or another, they're going to get the Aztecs. That's their goal. Testa out in front with another chance. Centering pass, no one there to receive. Wood on the other side lost it. Merrick wrapping around Testa again. Testa went through a little rough patch there. Not able to score, but this weekend he's flipped that script for sure. Now Merrick. They'll send it across to Wood, can't connect. Handled by Weiss. Looks like his fan club is charging back into the rink. Here they come. Thank you all for tuning into SCOA Sports as always. Kieran Walker, Aiden Glockner, Quinn Kreck, and Talon Lewis on camera this evening. Icing called against Colorado.
As we'll remind you, it's senior night with those 4 seniors. Server, Goodfellow, Piggott, Dickinson, all being not done after tonight, but done after this season, honoring them tonight, celebrating them, and you can see the posters there in the back, having a good time here in Boulder.
Bergie in for the draw, but the Aztecs take it. Shot for the point, blocked in front. Coming back away, it's Struzas. Struzas takes a shot, swallowed up by Server. Now draw coming in Colorado's zone as Server's able to swallow that one up. Rosalenko will come in and he'll face Cameron Faraz. Cameron Faraz will take the draw. Sent back out to Brown. Brown dropping back, but it's intercepted by Rosalenko. Rosalenko able to clear. Bergie sent to the far side. That shot for the point is deflected wide. Hole was there. Massey lost the puck, comes back to Hull. Around is Bergie. trying to clear. Massey chasing it down. Brown lost his footing.
Lucky break there that he did too, because Brown would have had a one-on-one with Matthew Server.
We're going to stoppage. It'll come back to Colorado's zone. Colorado's starting to slip a little bit here. They let up 1 goal and start off the period. We're tied at 6.
And some frantic energy on both ends of the ice. San Diego State a little more settled down now that they have actually tied that score, and so early on in the period too. Now they've got 17 and a half minutes to really do whatever they want to try to win this. Same goes for Colorado.
Really cleared out. Hole looking for it. Now it's Massey. Massey sent back over. Now it's sent back behind the net. Hole with a wraparound. Nash. Nash over to Bergy. He's able to clear. Now Nash over to Rosalenko. Can't connect. Sent wide. Down goes Sal, and a huge scrub taking place. Rosalenko. Helmets are off. Gloves kept on. But oh my goodness, Patrick Morris and Jake Rosalenko getting into it after Brody Sal took a huge hit.
I'm wondering if they're going to call something on Morris here. They are. I'm wondering if they're going to call Rosalenko for fighting as well, or instigation of some sort. Yes, they are. They're sending him right to the box. That wasn't a big hit on Hasau. That was a very well-played embellishment on a play that was just Rosalenko kind of being driven into Hasau by the San Diego State player, and then, as we all saw, retaliation by San Diego State, retaliation by Colorado, both players sent to the sin bin.
So it's 4-on-4 hockey coming here, it looks like. They will discuss at the table. Penalties will be assessed. And let me tell you, it is a packed rink here, folks, if it wasn't already. It just keeps getting... I feel like
it's for sure gotten fuller through the night, absolutely. The aforementioned Wise Shrine down on the right-hand side of us. The Aztec fans to our left, the Buff fans to our right. Just a great crowd, good energy here tonight.
Absolutely. So Rosalenko is going to the box for 2, and Morris will be in for a 5-minute major. We will have...
Well, we'll have, I believe, here 2 minutes of 4-on-4 before, a 3-minute unimpeded power play for Colorado, and something that if they can get through the 4-on-4, maybe even get through the 4-on-4 with a goal, Kieran, possibly is the window to winning this game for this team.
Should be an exciting few minutes for Colorado heading into 4-on-4. They've got Testa and company out there.
Also, as we all know, 4-on-4, each team has a player not on the ice. The ice is more open, there's more space, more opportunity, more advantage. And with the game going the way it is, back and forth the way it is, that could prove very decisive.
Now Merrick, after Testa wins the draw, shot for the point, swallowed by Sau.
And a good look on the tip by Testa, unable to actually get a stick on it.
Server comes out to play it, built up it into the corner. Piggott sets to Weiss. Weiss out in front. Weiss lost the puck, turned over. Piggott trying to come away with it. That shot blocked by.
And that's a nice poke check by Hasau. He was cognizant of where the Buffs were on the ice.
Testa chasing down Faraz. Mind that pressure. Stepping back, Hasau comes out to play. Puck handled by Connor Hennigan. He'll try and clear, but it's held on to by Okansky. Okansky dropping back. Testa is there. Merrick bounced it off the boards. He'll hang on. We'll dumping it back. Weiss. 50 seconds to go on 4-on-4.
Both teams a little hesitant here at the 4-on-4. Down a man for both, and just neither really willing to put a ton of pressure on the other.
Now Pearson, a turnover, applying that pressure. Elaras.
Oh, and Wise was there open in the slot. If Pearson could have gotten the puck through, found that little thread for the puck into the slot, well, could have been a very, very, very dangerous chance right point blank on Brody Sow.
Pearson, he lost the draw, and Sow covers it up right off the draw. Crowd getting very chirpy here on the Colorado end.
You know, I always like when they do that, especially not to promote it again, but to promote it again during the Rocky Mountain Face-Off, Karen. The crowds get electric and they bounce off of each other. It is so much fun to be a part of here.
The few Rocky Mountain Face-Offs I've covered have been nothing short of incredible. Now it's Elaras off the far side. Shot save, server. Rebound cleared out.
You know, my favorite still might be my freshman year, 3 years ago at this point, December 2022, at home here in Boulder. An 8-2 win for the Buffs that was. What a fun, fun time.
That applying pressure on the Aztecs was held onto by Weiss. Weiss sent out to Piggott in neutral territory. Bergie is there. Another turnover. But Testa will come away. Dropping back. Testa sent it back to Weiss. Weiss looking. He'll skate up the slot and clear the zone. Here comes Weiss now. Down the slot, looking for help. Weiss takes a shot. Save made by Hassau.
Could you imagine, Karen, could you imagine the Weiss try and their reaction had he scored that? Outstanding goal that would have been.
I'm scared to imagine that at this point. Here comes Bergie.
How loud the place would get.
Testa eggs on up top. Back to Bergie. Here's Weiss. Right down the slot. He'll send it over to Piggott. Piggott back to Weiss. Shot for the point. Deflected.
That was a heavy wrister there by Weiss. He's looking for that goal. Deflected off the right-hand side blocker by Brody Sow, but whew, that one had some heat behind it.
My goodness. Hey, Quinn, think you had some influence down there, eh, bud?
You can't chirp them from the. You can't chirp them from up here when they can't hear you.
Hey, man.
We will start chirping the players at this point.
I think Weiss is definitely feeling that motivation to get on the board.
Oh, I would hope so. I mean, like, what else are you going to do when there's a bunch of, you know, not even life-size, like inflated size pictures of just your head on cardboard cutout? I mean, what else can you do?
Now Bergie. He'll hang on. Going back to Weiss. Weiss will hang on to it behind his net. Approaching the 1 minute mark on the power play. Colorado's not scored. Long 5 minute man advantage. Has 60 seconds left. 3 minutes, excuse me. Now Pearson.
Oh.
Dropping back, Hoff-Teaser. Pearson took a hit. Hoff-Teaser off the near side. He's got wheels. Looking. Dropping back for Piggott. Piggott centering pass. Merrick will send it over to Pearson. Pearson, Merrick now. On the point. Piggott couldn't get that one-timer off. Final half minute to go.
Oh, he had the right idea, though. The pass from Merrick and Piggott was all lined up, just unable to kind of handle the puck and get the proper shot off.
Pearson fires, swallowed up by Sow, but sent to the corner. Now it's Pearson again. Merrick wants the puck. Send it back to Pearson. Pearson fires wide left. Now 15 seconds on the man advantage. Carney in the corner. Lost the puck. It's loose. Off-teaser, back across to Merrick. Now Merrick again from Pearson, fires. Can't connect. And the Aztecs are back at full strength. Now Hoff-Teaser. He'll hang on. Centering pass Pearson. Looking out to Rosalenko. Can't get it in and swallowed up by Hassau.
Well, from Pearson to Rosalenko, able to get the puck in on net. But Oh man, did the Buffs power play pick up there the final, 45, 30 seconds there. Just pure pressure, wave after wave, just coming at the net, coming at Brody, Sal. San Diego State able to survive that push, but Colorado, my oh my, 3 to 4 separate shots on goal in the span of about 30 seconds there, and a couple of them were very high danger.
Now cleared out. Look out, here comes Hennessy. He had it on the breakaway, but server will come out to play as Hilly sent into the corner.
Very dangerous look, like you said. Hennessy just wide open, nearly had the breakaway, had that puck connected.
Marcells takes a shot save by Hassau. Sent back into the corner. Carney able to glove it down in neutral territory. Carney sent it back. Colorado's offsides. So held on to by Hennigan, who clears. Diving for it was Carney. He can't get there, so it's picked up by Ryan. Now in the far corner, Ryan tangled up. Stuckey trying to get a stick on it. Wraparound attempted, coming. Shot saved by Server, sent wide.
Well, that was dangerous. There was nobody covering the two San Diego State players in front of Server and nothing to block that shot.
That one deflected by Marcells. Out front, Stuckey. Now Carney chasing down the puck. No, it's loose in the neutral zone with Nash. Nash tangled up, looking. He'll give it up. Testa out in front, takes a shot save, and Sau able to close up those pads just in time, but we'll get a stoppage here. I'm not quite sure what the call is.
That's going to be too many men on the ice on Colorado, I think.
Lack of discipline from Colorado getting to them. That's not a great look.
No, it's not. And I was just about to say to you, Kieran, that wow, the pace of play has opened up quite considerably here. Just tremendous passing on either end and just back and forth chances. And then the ref blew the whistle, and I think this is going to be called too many men on Colorado. It looks like there's deliberations now. Buffs really arguing this.
Yeah, they're not pleased whatsoever. Merrick coming back out on the ice with Hull. We'll see who, if anyone, heads into the box. Rosalenko coming out. Looks like Dougie Wood's going to serve the penalty. Rosalenko and company out on the ice. Bergy coming in for the draw, as Dougie Wood will serve 2 minutes.
It was a big inflection point in this game, Kieran. Tied 6-6, just over 10 remaining in the period in the game. 2 minutes on the man advantage for San Diego State. And if they're to get a goal here, they could put the clamps down on this game. Though the way it's been, who knows what'll happen.
Draw taken by the Aztecs. Stay in the zone. Sent back into the far corner. And it'll be handled by Okansky. Okansky out to Faraz. On the far side, Elleros. Dropping back. Gives it to Mayer. Mayer fires. This is Elleros from the far corner. Back up to Faraz. Elleros. Picked up. Shot saved by Server. Okansky shot right into Server's glove. That was a quick stop.
Well, Matthew Server, part of that almost 80% penalty kill you see on the screen for Colorado this season. Again, midway through the WCHL. Not too crazy, not too bad. And Matthew Server, he's just been such a big part of their penalty kill, their defense, their every aspect of their game this season. Matthew Server in his return after a year hiatus from this team. Wow, he's just been incredible.
Now coming the other way. Look out. Here comes Cam Pickett. He's got another breakaway. Short-handed. Down the side. He shoots and scores! The crowd is on their feet as Cam Pickett gives the Buffs a 7-6 lead. Short-handed. Holy cow!
And correct me if I'm wrong, Kieran, I believe that is a hat trick for Cam Piggott.
I believe you are correct, Aiden. Holy cow. I mean, he had 2 goals earlier in this game. Of course, the opener on senior night. That's how you want to start off your night. And Piggott, who had some issues coming into the 2026 year, finally getting a hat trick on his senior night here in Boulder. Buff's still shorthanded for 60 seconds. Now handled by the Aztecs the other way. It's Shingo from the top. Now it's Grant. Grant to Shingo. Grant will hang on, feeling pressure. Trying to get a shot up as Shingo shot for the point, swallowed up in traffic. And down goes. Penalty coming here for the hit on Jake Rosalenko. And let me tell you, Paul Weiss not pleased with that, getting into it with Brendan Grant.
Well, my lord, there's a lot happening here. 8:49 to go. 7-6 Colorado. 32 seconds on the power play negated. And now Colorado, after 4-on-4 for about half a minute, will have a minute and a half themselves on the power play late in the game here, perhaps to put a 2-goal lead, if they can, on the Aztecs.
Minute and a half will be the time of that man advantage for Colorado once the 4-on-4 is over. Inside 9 minutes to go, Colorado leads 7-6 in the third period. Looking for the sweep here this weekend. Here comes Piggott in for the draw. He'll take it. Dropping back. That shot by, can't connect with Piggott. Out, Stuckey looking. Stuckey fires, deflected wide by Hasal. Now Piggott on the near side. Able to clear. He'll hang on as he drops back. Now Piggott down the far side. He's got help from Stuckey. Piggott loses his skate and he's down. Now shot saved by Server. Rebound cleared out by Hull. Minute 20 to go on the main advantage for Colorado. Now Piggott. Backhand pass to Wood, can't connect. Coming back to Faraz. Fan club is now behind the net of Matthew Server. Here's Weiss, he's on the ice. Weiss on the far side, looking. Pearson fires, saved by Hasal. 59 seconds left on this man advantage. Colorado with incredible intensity.
Incredible intensity, and this is an opportunity you just can't give up. You really can't. Colorado, they need to be talking amongst themselves, saying, how do we score here? For 59 seconds, how do we score? How do we get the puck in the net? Doesn't matter how, whether it's pretty, whether it's ugly, whether it's quick, whether it's slow, just as long as we get the puck in the net and get a 2-goal lead on the Aztecs, preserve home ice here.
Here's Weiss. Now over to Testa. Testa fires, saved by Hasal.
Very nice save by Sal.
Piggott. Send it back out. Testa. Onto the top for Weiss. Weiss. Piggott can't get a one-timer off.
Piggott's fanned on that exact shot a couple times tonight. No matter, he's got the hat trick.
He's looking for a fourth, I think, at this point. Either way, Piggott. Zone is cleared. And coming down the other way is Matthew Server. He'll hang on. He'll play it back, and he'll skate back into his net. Testa hangs on. Wrapping around. 15 seconds to go on the man advantage. Final chance. Here comes Testa. Up the near side. Fires, saved by Hasal.
Heated wrister right there from Testa on Sal.
Final seconds tick down, and the Aztecs are back at full strength. The other way, it's Weiss. Weiss handled by Piggott. Into that far corner. Piggott's been on the ice for quite a while now. He's got to be gassed. Weiss. Send back Dickinson. Bergie. Now handled by Dickinson on the far half wall. Dickinson fires, goes wide. 6:20 to go in period number 3. Colorado leads by 1.
Well, the Buffs 11th place out of 11 in the WCHL ranks penalty kill. ranked power play came into play there. They're unable to get anything on the man advantage, and San Diego State survives to live another day.
Now Henninger gets a shot off, and a penalty will be coming on the Aztecs again, this time for a trip.
Absolutely. That's one of the clearest trips I've ever seen, honestly, and just another unforced error by San Diego State to put them right back in the box. Number 8, Nicholas Grigoropoulos. He's headed off, and another 2 minutes now going down the drain in the effort to come back for San Diego State.
Their only hope at this point in is to get one shorthanded, as Colorado just did with Cam Piggott at the helm, getting that hat trick. Inside 6 minutes to go, 2 minutes for Colorado's man advantage. Hole now at the top. He'll hang on. Hole over to Pearson. Back to Hole. One-timer save made by Hassau. And that one-timer came right down the slot. Hassau closed his pads just in time.
Colorado's done all right with the one-timers tonight. Obviously, like I just said, Piggott actually not really getting the full weight of them, but other than that, the Buffs doing a pretty good job at getting these really heavy shots on Sau, especially Elliot Testa. He's done a great job of that tonight.
Now puck loose, Rosalenko. Play it back.
Okansky for San Diego without a stick, by the way. Watch that.
Now Hole. Wood out in front into traffic. Hole for the shot. Thought about taking a shot. He's not going to do so. Now Hole sent over to Wood with a one-timer save by Hassau. Now Wood looking out in traffic, sent across to Pearson. Now Wood back to Hole. Here's Pearson. Pearson fires, glove down by Hassau.
Brody Sau doing a just tremendous job here tonight on what's become a very heavy shooting game for the Buffs. Slow start, but now up to 43 shots on goal. San Diego State beginning to trail behind, only 29. They've had a lackluster offense here in this third period. Only 5 minutes just over remaining. Colorado with a 1-goal lead, but again, we've seen all night that doesn't matter. So Colorado needs to put pucks on net here, needs to put pressure, and needs to seal this game away.
Now Dickinson on the draw. That hits the rafters.
Well, eventually we get to 5 minutes remaining. Maybe they'll do a fake face-off here.
Hey.
We'll waste another second.
Come on.
Stoppage at 5:02 remaining.
Oh, hey. We like 5 minutes, man. We won't stay here. Come on. Here comes Dickinson in for the draw.
My favorite time. It's from the Flatirons. It's the 5, you know?
Five with the Flatirons. Hey, gotta love it, man. Forgot we did that. Now Merrick. Final minute to go on the power play. 5 minutes to go now in period number 3. We finally hit that mark. Here comes Piggott up the far side. Piggott lost the puck. Continues to fight for it. Now it's Faraz. Faraz sent over. Elleros takes a shot out in front. Diving save was Merrick, putting his body on the line.
Right off the knee. What an impressive block by him. One-on-one in the slot.
25 seconds on the man advantage. Here comes Testa. Testa skating up. Shot saved by Hassau and cleared out. What's the rebound? Dickinson in the corner. Tied up. Broken stick by Bergie. 15 seconds to go. That shot from deep from Robinson. Glove down by Hassau.
And you see what I mean there, Kieran? By Hassau's tendency to just freeze the puck. He didn't have to there. There was no Buffalo around him, just teammates. They could have easily cleared the puck out of the zone and probably killed off the remainder of this penalty. Yet now they have another face-off in their own defensive zone.
That's what they... Colorado's going to have to take advantage of this. Here's Stuckey in for the draw. They'll take it. Marcellus out in front. Cleared out. And that'll do it on this man advantage. Out of the box comes the Aztecs. They're back at full strength.
Well, number 19, Kevin Meisells, he did a very good job there trying to get that puck on net at the dying seconds of the power play.
Robinson shot from deep. Great. Thank you all for tuning in to Scova Sports. As always, Kieran Walker, Aiden Glockner, Quinn Crack at ice level. Talon Lewis on camera here this evening. Make sure to follow all of our social media at SBS_CU on all platforms except YouTube.
Absolutely. We just honestly, as we're getting down to the end of this game, I'm so proud of this club. Honestly, Scope of Sports. We've just done so much tremendous work this year, past years.
Marcellus shot. Marcel's trying to get that shot off. He's forced into the corner. Sal makes another fantastic save.
So to continue my thought, absolutely come check us out on all our social medias.
Nash out in front there. And yeah, I'll second that, Aiden. I'm very proud of the work that's been done here. I joined as a sophomore, but I mean, very proud of what's happened here. Another chance for SDSU to capitalize, and server covers up.
Really, really nice defense there. Carney absolutely just stuffed up number 7 Mason Brown on the Aztecs. Prevented the shot. Server able to cover up, and just over 3 minutes remaining for San Diego State to tie this game back up. It's happened all game. Can they do it here?
This is going to be crucial for the Aztecs. Dougie Wood in for the draw. He'll take it.
We're getting down to the time where we're going to start watching the net for a goalie pull within the next couple minutes as well.
Off teaser over to Testa. Lost the puck. Wood keeps it in at the top. He's tripped up and a penalty coming. Aztecs not happy. So the last 45 seconds of this game, we will be at even strength.
For the remainder of it, though, assuming the Buffs do not score, we will be on the man advantage. And I kind of agree with San Diego State here. I don't really think that is a penalty that should be called regardless, let alone with 2:45 remaining in a 1-goal game.
Crowd very vocal here on the Colorado side of the rink. And Brandon Brandt heading to the box. Wood takes a shot that's deflected wide by Asau. Colorado is on the power play. 9 seconds in, they've already got one on Asau, and that one's deflected into the netting.
And they've really been putting up the shots now, up to 48-29 on the total for the game. Just the offense for Colorado has been coming all night. It's been progressive.
Weiss looking for the shot. We're looking for the puck. They'll keep it in at the top. Weiss and Hofteaser tangled up. Over by Mayer. Finally clears. Shot by Weiss. Saved by Asau. At the top now. It's Wood. Wood from the point. Or from deep, rather. And gloved down by Asau from behind his net. And it just keeps bringing Colorado into the Aztecs defensive zone for draws, as some fresh skaters will come on for both sides.
100%, and at the very least, if you're Colorado, this power play acts as a time waster, but you can't, in a 1-goal game that has just been continuously tied up time and time again. Through 6 goals thus far, it's been tied. You can't assume that San Diego State will not tie it, does not have the time to tie it. You have to assume that this is a must-score power play in order to ensure yourself this win. San Diego State, on the other hand, they're doing all they can to clear this puck, as they do there, waste the remainder of the time, maybe even get a shorthanded goal to respond to Colorado's earlier, tie this game up at 7.
Hull is going to hang on as SDSU won that last draw, and they're able to clear. Final minute on the power play, inside 2 to go in the period. Now set over, but Cameron Faraz is offside.
And yeah, he knows it.
That was a blatant offsides if I've ever seen one.
Sports, and especially hockey, are some of my favorite things to see when the player knows they did something wrong, because they know. And all the things you say cannot take that mistake away from you, Kieran.
Yes, sir. Tattoo here in the ring.
Oh!
That one's sent wide. Asau with another fantastic save. Piggott cross ice to Testa. Testa fires, save, rebound. Out in front by Piggott, sent wide. Dickinson fires, glove down by Asau. Oh my goodness.
Just some good work on the power play. Missed a wide open net, did the Buffs. Could have put up a 2-goal lead there. Unable to actually get that in, but they've got the Aztecs on the run here. 45 seconds to keep it up. Some good music choices here, though, tonight. On the previous one, you seen Heat Rivalry or no? It's all the rage amongst the hockey community right now.
Hey, man, come on. I haven't seen it yet, but I do have to check it out. I mean, I got to see what the hype's all about. Now Piggott, out in front. Drops it back for Hull, who keeps it in. Up top.
I'll say, for whatever aspect you want to watch the show for, you should watch it. It's beautiful.
Now coming the other way. Into Malkinski's shot that goes wide. 25 seconds on the man advantage. As we approach the 1-minute mark. And Dickinson up the near side, skidding into the slot. Shot goes wide right. Testa, 1 minute remaining in the period. Colorado leads by 1. Testa out to Carney, can't connect. Now coming the other way, it's the Aztecs. Their crowd is on their feet. Faraz, he's got help. Faraz with a shot, save made. Matty Hull is there to stop it off of his leg. 1 second on the man advantage. We have an Aztec down. That's number 61, Braden Mayer. He makes it back to his feet, and he'll head to his bench.
And that's a power play or a penalty on Colorado.
My goodness, what a turn of events here. I wouldn't be surprised here, Aiden, if the Aztecs put an extra man on the ice and pull. Yep, looks like that's what they're going to do. Actually, looks like they've called a timeout. So the final 46.4 seconds of this game, the Aztecs will be on a man advantage. There's 1 second remaining on the Grant penalty. And Carney's going to head to the box for interference for Colorado.
Yeah, just really inopportune time for a penalty here. I mean, there's 46 seconds left. You didn't score on your power play if you're Colorado, and this is what I was saying. There's still 46 seconds left. Don't assume that San Diego State cannot score just because they're the only team under you in the conference does not mean that they have not played well this game. 29 shots, 6 goals is not a great stat line. Colorado, on the other hand, 51 shots for 7 goals. A pretty good offensive effort here, if I do say so myself, tonight for the Buffs. But this is a dangerous opportunity, and the Aztecs are going to pull the goalie, which I think is the smart play. 6-on-4 for 46 seconds.
The Scobuffs chant coming up. This crowd is on their feet, as are the benches. And this is the loudest this rink has been all night. Draw taken by the Aztecs. Now coming out, that shot out in front. Saved by Server. Set wide. Aztecs trying to set up something at the top. Handled by Hennigan. 30 seconds to go. We'll get a stoppage. 31.2 rather is where the clock will stop in the rink as that shot goes high into the netting.
Well, yeah, just keep the shots high, keep them out. All Colorado can do here is just put the puck down to the other end. They're on the penalty kill here. They don't have to worry about icing. Just if you get the puck, send it down towards the empty net, try to make it a 2-goal game, and seal this game.
Final half minute to go. SDSU handles it.
And that was a little weak on defense. I didn't really like that.
20 seconds to go in regulation. Broken stick on the ice. That one's sent wide of the empty net. 15 seconds.
And that won't be icing. That's huge.
This is huge for Colorado. Sends it toward the empty net. Right off the leg of Faraz. Faraz dumps it in. And ladies and gentlemen, that will do it. Your final score, 7-6 Colorado. A weekend sweep for the Buffs here at home. And an electrifying finish and a very solid effort from the Aztecs. I mean, this was an exciting weekend, but tonight's game tops it all.
Man, does it ever. Tonight was just back and forth excitement nonstop through each period. And San Diego State, hey, give them their kudos, give them their flowers. They really came through in this game. Much better effort for them than all of last night. And I, really appreciate it. They made the game much more enjoyable. Although it was fun for us as Colorado fans watching a beatdown last night. boy, was that fun as they shake hands here. Just back and forth, Kieran, all night. One goal, then the next, then the other, then the next, and all the way up to 6-6 before the Buffs got that tie-breaking goal, what ended up being the game-winning goal.
Only one goal scored in this period. And let me tell you, Paul Weiss was looking for that one, didn't get it here tonight. His fan club was out here.
Which is such a shame, isn't it? They were so excited.
He was so excited to have them come out here. And my goodness, just what a solid effort from these squads.
Absolutely. It just was so very exciting, was that not?
I couldn't have said that better myself, Aiden. This was incredible, and I'm speechless as Colorado salutes their home crowd. Only one more game at home this season, which is kind of hard to believe. They'll have a week off to prep for the Rocky Mountain Face-Off, the most anticipated part of every season for Colorado.
Yes, it is. You know, we get it twice a year, once a semester. We had it in December. We have it here in February. You can see up in Fort Collins on February 20th, but then here, only on Scope of Sports, only in the CU Rec Center, 12 p.m. Mountain Time, February 21st. Be here. Be there, actually, or be square. I was going to say that, and then I had said be here, and the rhyme wasn't going to work.
Come on, man. Hey. Players take. What a turnout from Buff Nation here this evening. And several families of the Aztec players, friends and family, have come out to support their squad as they came in here to Boulder. And what a series this was this weekend. Colorado with a sweep, which is what they've been looking for entering the new year 2026. Absolutely exciting game. And just an overall solid effort from both of these squads. An incredibly exciting weekend, but that's not the most exciting part. I mean, the Rocky Mountain Face-Off is what both of these teams live for. Just overall, an incredibly exciting weekend. And Owen Dickinson coming out to
we've got
grab a Yankees hat that was intended apparently for Cam Piggott.
I don't even know how he got that above the net. This net is almost to the ceiling.
That was unbelievable.
They're in a Panarin jersey, and unfortunate. That's good for you, Mr. Rangers fan. But that was. I'm honestly really impressed by the puck over the net than anything else.
And Quick Rec is standing by, and we'll send it down to him.
Performance. How do you feel about this group of seniors here?
Extremely proud of them. Extremely proud of them. They've done everything we've asked all year. They're a great group. Wish I had them for longer.
Yeah, I mean, especially what a performance tonight by Cam Piggott, obviously getting the hat trick. What has he meant to this team so far?
Everything. He wears a letter for a reason. He's a great kid. He's a great person off the ice. Clearly tonight he showed his dominance, and that's what we expected out of him all year. So great person, great captain. Wish we had him longer.
Yeah. First series sweep here this season. How's the team feeling after that, and how are you feeling going into the Rocky Mountain Showdown?
We're feeling really good. We're feeling confident. We've worked really hard in practice. They're always a good rivalry for us, but we're exactly where we need to be, and we're ready to take the challenge on.
All right, sweet. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Oh, maybe I need that.
All right, thank you so much for that, Quinn. What an absolutely excellent night for this Colorado team. And SDSU came in The Aztecs put up a great fight against this Colorado team. Only one slot ahead of them in the WCHL. But it was just an incredibly exciting weekend, Aiden.
Really, really good night. As you could see, the balloons there on the wall. Senior night. You can see the graphic on the bottom. Cam Piggott, Matthew Server, Julian Goodfellow, and Owen Dickinson, the captain. They're senior night honorees here. They get one more game at home in a couple of weeks. I get one more game at home in a couple of weeks, actually, if we're really being honest about it. And it's just a really, really fun game tonight. You can see there, 7-6 win for the Buffaloes. If you looked at the score bug and you were a kid, oh boy, you'd be excited about 6-7, wouldn't you?
Oh my goodness! I mean, I wonder how Dougie Wood feels about that.
I gotta say, I've wondered that for a while now, whether he thinks about that with his number 67 on the ice. But there you have it, 7-6 win. Colorado didn't need overtime, didn't need any hassle, no drama outside of 6 tied scores, and a nice 7-6 win for the Buffaloes here to sweep the weekend series against the San Diego State Aztecs.
An absolutely stunning sight as Paul Weiss's fan club disperses. Looks like they might head to the locker room. We'll see. But that's going to do it for us here on SCOMA Sports. An absolutely incredible weekend. From Quinn Crack, Rigside. Alongside Aiden Glockner, I'm Kieran Warger saying you heard it here first. And so long from Boulder.